The man won 200 million in the lottery, but he had to pretend he was still poor. He secretly bought expensive wine, but poured it into a cheap bottle. He put imported meat sauce into a canned lunch meat tin. He even threw away the fancy Spanish ham packaging. Why? Because his wife wanted to divorce him for being poor. Then he suddenly hit the jackpot, but he didn't tell her. His lawyer warned him the winnings counted as marital property. If they divorced, she would get half. The man couldn't accept that. So now that he was rich, he could only spend in secret. He went to a luxury suit store and spent 300,000 on 2 custom suits. Then he spent 400,000 on a Rolex watch. While shopping at the mall, he ran into someone he knew. He quickly used a shopping bag to cover his face and ducked into a high-end boutique. He asked the staff to block the door so his friend wouldn't follow. Seeing the man dressed in designer brands, the staff agreed without question. To thank them, he spent 100,000 on a luxury soda can holder. Back home, he hid all the luxury items in a storage room and poured fine wine into cheap bottles again. Once everything was disguised, he relaxed and enjoyed himself. But just as he was savoring the good life, his wife came home. He jumped on the couch, unbuttoned his shirt, and by the time she walked in, he had already taken off his expensive suit. His wife, unimpressed, told him to stop being idle and go get a job at the supermarket. The man didn't need money, but to avoid suspicion, he agreed. What he didn't expect was that the supermarket owner was his old rival from school, the same rival who always bullied him and now mocked him again, calling him poor, a failure, even trying to flirt with his wife. The man swallowed it all because 200 million was more important. That evening, his in-laws came over. His wife poured her mother some wine. The man quickly stopped her, saying the wine was too cheap. They should open a better one. His father-in-law sneered. Better? What can you possibly have? But when he took a sip, he was shocked. It tasted just like the fine wine he once drank at a banquet. Delighted, his daughter gave him all the bottles they had at home. The man was heartbroken inside. When he raised his glass for a toast, he realized too late. He was still wearing the Rolex. He tried to hide it with his sleeve, but his father-in-law noticed. The man quickly lied. It's fake, just a $10 knockoff. His father-in-law pulled out 100 and said, "Here, I'll pay for it." Just like that, his 400,000 watch was gone.